Welcome to Queenie's series on the tarot. I just randomly pulled a tarot card for us to dive into today. Understand that these are my opinions, my interpretations of the cards. So it's kind of a general guideline, and it's my intuition talking about the energies of the cards. And by the way, if you're finding this on the day that I posted, Happy New Year. We made it to 2026. Fantastic. And if you're finding it later, by the way, I made it to 2026. So future us can watch this video. I back to the futured you or something. I feel like I'm the doctor. I'm time traveling again. And it's not bad. Anyway, so welcome to the series. Today we pulled the Two of Cups. So initially the energy around this, people look at it as, two becoming one. I see a lot of it as balance. It could be an external relationship that's coming in, a merging of two individuals, two ideas. But it also could be the balance of the masculine and feminine within, because all of us are wandering around with those components within us. We kind of lean to one side or the other, express more of one, express more of the other. Sometimes it gets out of balance. Sometimes we reject uh, one or the other just because of external experiences that we've had. And with this card, this is the merging of the two, the balance of the two. Um, let's say the two in conversation, the two in connection and communication. So this can happen internally. It can also happen externally by, love, relationship, romance. The cups are all about love, relationship, romance, but they're also about dreams, visions, intuition, emotions. This card is coming up to help us balance out those things, balance out our emotions, which comes from doing this inner balance of masculine and feminine within, because we're all of it. We're just different flavors of expression, which is incredible and magical. And how do we do that? It's great. But anyway, so I pulled the Two of Cups. This is the Eileen Connolly deck. So it's got your standard traditional, as I talked about the five of whatever we did the last time. I forgot. Anyway, as I talked about the five, the Eileen Connolly deck has a tendency to be very, it's got some Catholic message, and more traditional symbolism in there. So we've got a male and a female, and they've each got a cup, and they're sharing something. And then you've got the infinity symbol above, which is about this balance, So here we are. We've got the Rider Waite deck, but it's in this sparkly kind of thing. And there we've got the Caduceus. I hope I pronounced that correct. I just want to acknowledge that sometimes I won't pronounce things correctly. I try as much as I can. Anyway, we've got that. We've got I guess that's a seraphim up above with the wings and the lion's head. And then the male and female. This is within and without the balance of the masculine and feminine. And not only the balance, but it's like they're making up. It's like maybe they stopped talking for a long time, or they've had to take time to get to know each other. And now they're sharing a moment or, a vision or a dream, like the cups would say. They're sharing that right now. And that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. So we've got those two, which are more traditional tarot decks. And I thought I would whip out a couple other decks so that you can see the differences between a lot of the tarot decks. And then I'm going to throw something else at you. So here we have the Starman Tarot. This is the Two of Cups. Notice how different this looks, but yet very similar. We've got the two cups. We've got the masculine and feminine kind of doing their little tantra pose together and the energy coming off of them. This, when this gets pulled, this kind of depicts the inner balance and inner connection, as well as the outer connection, if not more the inner connection and balance. This is a spiritual connection, or it acknowledges the energetic connection between people. And again, I feel like the Two of Cups is maybe not the start of a conversation, but the deepening of a conversation between two parties that um, are finding some sort of common ground and a deepening in their connection. Okay. And then the other deck is the Cat Tarot. And this is very simple and straightforward. These two kitties are sharing a bowl. And in the book meanings for the Cat Tarot, it talks about like maybe you'll be sharing a bowl with someone very soon. And I generally my readings, when I'm working with clients, I'm not telling them uh unless that's the energy that's around. It's like, oh wow, I see somebody coming in, but that's rare. Mostly my my focus is about self evolution, self care, self healing, and empowerment of the self. So we could say, okay, well, this is like feeling better and feeling more balanced within yourself, which radiates out. And this is not the toxic positivity thing about, oh, well, if you don't love yourself, you can't be loved by other people, which I think is kind of a crock. And I used to say that. I used to tell myself that. I used to pick on myself because I'm not one to go into relationships or sharing my bowl all willy nilly. So the idea that I just had to kind of meet that part of myself, meet the lover part of myself, and I'm still in relationship with that part of myself and still deepening that relationship with that part of myself regardless of what's happening externally. Okay? So that's kind of my Two of Cups thing. But if you want to connect, here's the curveball. If you want to connect the Two of Cups with a major arcana card, which I tend to do with the numbered cards, I connect them with the first 10 major arcana cards, or first 9, and we connect it with the High Priestess. And the High Priestess takes it deep within our knowledge and the balance and she's pregnant with the knowledge. So therefore you get this Two of Cups that is saying that we have within the ability to connect, find common ground, and start that conversation, that loving conversation and that loving connection with another person. And with the high priestess, she knows how. She has all the knowledge. She hasn't quite birthed it like the Empress, but it's kind of an internal version of the Two of Cups, as it were. I hope this was interesting. I'll tell you about, this is the New Wave Tarot. Of course, Susie is the High Priestess, which, yeah, I mean, a lot of the female New Wave artists and goth artists, High Priestess energy. And then these are the Eileen Connolly deck and the Rider Waite. Very beautiful. Always pomegranate full of stuff. Um, anyway, I hope that this was helpful. And let's have a Two of Cups time for a little while whenever you find this. I'll talk to you later. Bye.